everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Foxy and this is Foxy Books and Planning, and I'm sure you can tell by the print on the box that it is new Erin Condren Lifeplanner time. This is the 2020-2021 Life Planner and a couple of accessories. And let's just jump into the box so I can show you all what I got and my thoughts on this year's planner design. Alright, so as always, lovely paper, little card. Basically saying thank you. It's actually beautifully wrapped. And the first thing we have is the planner itself in the storage box. We did get one of these last year in the kaleidoscope pattern. And this is kind of a pale Tiffany blue mid-century circles, which I really appreciate and really like. And the Life Planner is inside. You can use the, I use these boxes to store my old planners, and I use the little sticker that comes with them to actually kind of show what year the, oh sorry. Anyway, so I normally use these to store my older planners as kind of a way to keep them neat, and I'll use the little sticker that normally comes with them to put the year of the planner on the side. And I do believe these are for purchase on the Erin Condren website as well. I think they're about $9 each, but you get one free when you do buy a Life Planner. And then we have the one of the free things. Woo, yay! So for the, apologies. So for the Erin Condren Insiders, there were 3 special gifts if you purchased the planner during the Insider launch time. The first one was the clear tote. Everybody got the clear tote that's in the layers finish, which it's okay. It's a little dirty. I'm sure I could just clean it up with a Lysol wipe or some Windex. So the clear layers clutch, little gold layers, kind of cute. Probably would be good for like a football game or a basketball game or something where they require the see-through bags for your stuff. And then the other 2 items was you could either get a layers productivity journal or a beaded clutch or a beaded coin purse. And when I checked out, it didn't actually give me the option to choose between the beaded coin pouch and the productivity journal. It just automatically put the coin pouch in my cart. But what I really wanted is the productivity journal. So I'm so excited I have the productivity journal. So this is the Neutral Layers Productivity Planner. It looks very much like the Productivity Notebook. Let me see if I can find my notebooks. Alright, so here is the big coiled notebooks that Erin Condren does. I used to buy them for work in the productivity pages. Actually, I still buy them for work in the productivity pages. So the petite one, or the little journal, is basically the exact same format, but miniature, so you can carry around. I love it. So happy I got it instead of the coin purse, because that's going to get a lot more use in my life than the coin purse ever will. So thank you so much for reading my mind, Erin Condren, and sending me the productivity journal instead. Then let's get into the accessories that I got before we get started with the big doohickey. Alright, so I'm going to sit down now. And I'm also going to pull out the little freebie box that comes with every planner, the freebie welcome packet-y thing that comes with the planner. So I'm going to do this guy first. Welcome reminder. So this, you get basically the same things every year, but they change based on the theme of the planners this year. So we have some layer complement cards, which are kind of nice. We have You Lift Me Up, your potential is endless, and I'm so proud of you. I actually found one lady on Instagram who was using these as dashboards, where she would take a coil clip and connect it to the back of one of these and then have her color coding on it, which I thought was brilliant, and I actually do in my work planner, and I will totally link her in the description down below so you all can go check her out, because that was a brilliant way to use these considering we get them every year. A little gift tag. So you get 2 gift tags in sort of the classic designs. Oh no, don't steal my coupon codes. So there's the coupon codes, 20% for you, 20% for your friend that come every year. I will black out my compliment cards, or my codes, so you can't steal it from me and my friend who's getting it. And then the label that goes with the planner box. And then a little bit about that stuff. I'm surprised I didn't get a newsletter either. Last year we got like a paper newsletter-y thing, because I've seen pictures of it in one of the planning Facebook groups, because I know I'm probably gonna buy the summer surprise box because of one of the items in it. But anyway, back onto the things that I purchased. So I purchased more coil connectors. I use these every year. I normally get the 4-inch and I should have gotten the smaller ones as well, but I use these to clip in like postcards, dashboards, little things that don't necessarily come with the Erin Condren teeth on them, so I can just kind of add them in my planner quickly. Do the same thing with the compliment cards, that kind of stuff. So I buy some every year because I use them a lot. The first new thing, or at least new to me that I didn't see before, was the binder hole punch. So I did get the daily binder for work, and that's been actually going pretty well. I've been using it every day now that work has picked up. And I was actually really looking forward to the hole punch because I really wanted to be able... Oh, and it actually has holes so you can clip it in to your binder. But I have things that I want to add in, but I don't have any way of producing holes in them. So I'm glad to have these. I'm a little concerned that it's just straight acrylic, because I'm not sure how this is gonna wear over time. But let's just test it out, see how it works. Okay, so not the greatest with cardstock. Let's see about paper. How does it work with paper? All right, and it's got the little things. It's a very satisfying punch. It does work, it just doesn't work on thicker paper, which could be a downside, and there's nowhere for you to catch your little holes. So that's a little messy, but I'm still happy to have something to punch the holes, because Erin Condren went with this kind of wacky binder system where it's 2 prongs, 4 prongs, and 2 prongs. And it's really hard to punch holes in something like this because it's not the typical 3 or the, I believe it's the 6 for the mini binders at like Target and stuff. So I'm definitely happy to have something to punch holes in pages so I can add them to my planner. Just not cardstock apparently, but the other thing I got was I did get the interchangeable pen kit because I was really curious seeing it in some of the sneak peeks. I don't normally buy the seasonal surprise boxes, so I don't actually have the ones that came in the seasonal surprise box. This is just the set, and it includes 4 highlighters, 6 medium tip pens, 3 fine tip pens, and 2 barrels. And I got this mainly for my work planner since I do color coding mostly in that planner. Come on, barrels, you can do it. I guess I'm gonna have to go from the other side. So the way you do it is you choose 2 colors for your pen. You insert a barrel into each end, screw them in, and uncap and go ahead, go do whatever you want. So in the kit, they do give you a rainbow of colors, and I'll run through what the colors are and what their pen weights are. If I can get the barrels out. The barrels are just wedged in, and I just destroyed the box. That makes me quite sad. But so here are the barrels. They're identical in kind of this multicolored stripey, and they're just pen barrels. So in terms of colors, we have gray, which is a medium tip, and I'll just screw it in to show y'all how this is supposed to go. Woo. We have cornflower blue in fine tip. We have ice blue highlighter. What does ice blue look like? That is indeed an ice blue. You could also just use these by themselves as really tiny pens, but then we have Robin, which is a medium tip. Put that in there. Then we have Seafoam, which is a medium tip. A lime highlighter, a lemon highlighter, a peach medium tip, a magenta fine tip, a rose pink highlighter, a blush medium tip, lilac medium tip, and purple is fine tip. So they did a good job of trying to get you a medium tip, a fine tip, and a highlighter in all of the different colors. So if you wanted to do 4 color coding, you could. I also like that they did a variety of weights and types. So like the highlighters are really nice to have. And I like the fact that you can do essentially 4 of them at a time if you wanted to use the barrels. So like, for example, these post, and they do post. Woo! So you could do, hi. And they're probably, I'd have to test, but my other Erin Condren pens I got when I got my weekly planner or my daily planner. The last planner I bought, which is the planner binder, I bought a pack of the markers, but the markers are the double-ended markers, but they are still at work. And I haven't been in the office at work in a month and a half. But I am happy to have these because this is something I can use with my work planner, and it allows me to kind of customize depending on the day or the activities I'm going to be doing. So I can have my color codes kind of ready to go in these pens and not have to worry about carrying around a ton of pens with me. So that's really nice. And finally, we get to the PS2 Resistance, the planner. So I did once again go for a neutral weekly planner, horizontal weekly planner. I get it every year because that's what I use the weekly planner for. It's the setup that works best for me. This year I went with the pear planner covers. I did look at some of the others, but I liked this one the best, especially in this tan and green colorway. I think it defaults to like a pink and a blue, but I definitely like this in terms of like the neutrality of it and kind of the refreshingness of it, especially after the year of the multicolored flowers everywhere planner. So yeah, complete reactionary, I guess. Just wanted something completely different. But this is also in line with planners I've bought in the past. I normally try to go with a more neutral color that I can use year after year, should I choose. Also, I went back to a 12-month planner. This planner, Big Bertha, is an 18-month planner. And I decided that even though my work does January to January performance evaluations, I'm now doing a separate planner for work, so I can go back to having a smaller personal planner and having the daily planner for work, and that should work out just fine. In terms of the coil, this coil is definitely a 12-month coil, and that is definitely an 18-month coil. And with stickers, that 18-month coil is nowhere near big enough. As you can see, my planner can almost stand up by itself with the amount of stickers on these pages. And it doesn't really close past that because of all of the stickers. And I don't even have anything in the back. But regardless, so I will open up to the month of July. in this planner, and we will do the walkthrough comparisons in this planner. So once again, you get a large flat ruler, which are different from the smaller acrylic rulers they used to do, but this one is the classic trademark asterisk instead of matching the design. And I think this is a wise move because then you can use the ruler year after year after year after year because you're not worried about the ruler matching the design. It also means they have to carry fewer rulers because they can just have one ruler for everybody instead of worrying. Especially with this year, they did 2 different internal design options. You could do layers or you could do flower power. So then they didn't have to worry about producing 2 separate rulers for those 2 separate planner styles. So I'm happy. I still wish they weren't as flimsy. I actually liked the thicker plastic of the older ones, but I do know that people complained that those ones, the teeth would break off a little too easily. All right. So actually this is just going to go to the side. So opening the planner. So like I said, I every year, neutral horizontal planner every year. I do like the neutrals, and I do like how this year it feels like a return to form compared to this. Because yes, there still are a variety of colors, but this feels much more neutral to me than this does. But it's the same vellum that you get. Then lost my place in this guy. Come back. So vellum, welcome to your planner page. A big quote page, and I like this one as well because you can tell that this is very neutral and very grayscale, and it makes me very, very happy. And then you have the year at a glance with the layers at the top. I normally use this to mark pay periods, so I am perfectly happy with this, and I can use some of my backstock bottom washi to probably do something here if I wanted it to be more neutral or more sparkly. I've got options to either leave it like this or cover it, but I do like this much more than what they did the previous year, which, let me see, looks like this, where you had a line between each section of months. And here it's very much like, here's the year, do what you want, instead of breaking it up. So, okay, so at the beginning of the months, we have a lined notes page and our quote page. Is this fully in screen? No. All right, so we're gonna do this. So in the old planner, we had a notes page and a quotes page. And the quote was always in this kind of hexagon inception thing with the neutral color of the month and a hexagon up top. In the new planner, we have a neutral layers at the top and the bottom, the quote in the middle. So you could, if you wanted to, put stickers over top to do something with this page, and just a blank page with no hexagon. Woohoo! Woohoo! And then I think probably one of the biggest changes that people will be happy about is in the last year's planner, or my current planner, the month tab, if you hold it, flips to more notes pages. So there was a dot grid page and a dashboard type of thing with birthdays, monthly goals, and some more dot grid and whatnot. So when you switch here, ta-da! It's the month. And it is so neutral, and I love it. So in comparison, so this is what July in the previous month's calendar looks like. So there's a hexagon and then color all the way across in this kind of weird kaleidoscope multi-chrome thing, and then the July in 2020 is written in the corner. On this one, much, much more minimal. There's notes written there which can easily be covered. I normally cover these in bill stickers, where I have a strip that I buy from Planet, which I need to place that order. And so it goes down, so all of my bills are listed there. And then the July is still there, and then a single tiny strip of color across the top. Whew. Also, I'm not sure if you can tell, maybe you can tell if I bring it up closer. The type of gray on the tabs is different this year. Let me see if I can, there. So the gray on the new planner is about a shade or two lighter than last year, which I don't really mind. The gray doesn't really bother me as long as it is gray and not a color. So there's that. And then the next page becomes like the original month's page. So there's a dashboard and another blank notes page. Now they got rid of the dot grids page, which I don't mind because I don't really like dot grid all that much. And I also like how they got rid of the strips of color there. Now on the monthly dashboard, there is still color, but it's one color. So it's this kind of light purpley color with some of the grays. And they got rid of all the headers, so you can do whatever you want with these boxes. But the boxes are the same size, thereabouts. But yeah, I actually quite like this, and we have circles instead of hexagons. If you can tell, I really do not care for hexagons. All right, so now that we've handled that, let's look at a week. Oh, this makes me so happy, you have no idea. Okay, so last year, the current planner, each week has a strip of color at the top. And then each day has a little hexagon of color, and the color corresponds to the month, kind of like how the colorful ones do. So the kind of bright light blue is June, and then the purple is July, and then there's a little July corner in the notes page and all the corners are rounded. In this guy, and we have this kind of big number at the top. Oh, I can actually do this like this, can't I? Huzzah! And I need that. So first of all, the color is gone. Woohoo! The month is smaller. The dates are smaller, which will make them easier to cover. And instead of having a hexagon to introduce the first day of the month, there's now just a little dot. And the hexagons are gone from the decoration boxes, or like the free space boxes. And then the month is still there, but it's slightly smaller. Yeah, it is slightly smaller, I can tell. The boxes are still rounded. They've still got the lines, but I'm so happy they did away with all of the color. This is what I want in a neutral planner. This is what I mean by neutral planner, and this makes me so happy because this becomes a blank canvas. I don't have to cover anything. I can use whatever I want. I don't have to worry about what colors are on the pages already. This makes me so happy. You have no idea. The only thing that would make me even more happy is if they got this little week at a glance thing and did away with it. But this is the planner I wanted last year, Erin Condren. Thank you. This is what I wanted last year. Do I still need 3 notes pages? No. I really only need 1 notes page, but I'm happy that my month now flips to my monthly spread, because that irritates the crud out of me in this one, where I flip to a month and it's not the month. This makes me incredibly happy, and the fact that there is almost no color. Like on a regular week, there's no color. Do you know that this is wonderful? Erin Condren, do this next year, every year. Just limit the no color on the weeks. No color, and that'll be great. Yes. So there's that, and let me see, do the colors kind of go together? So the layers on each month are the same. Actually, no, they're slightly different. So there's little veins of kind of the primary month color. So for July, it's kind of that, it's that lilac purple color. And then for August, it's this kind of aqua color, which matches last year. They did kind of an aqua color for August. And September is peach. so October is more of a dark blue, November is lilac, December is teal, and it repeats. So there's only 4 colors, which also makes me happy. I mean, I hated it last year because there was so much color on each page that at that point it's like, why don't you just make it a neutral version of the colorful planner where each month had its own color? But this I don't mind because there's almost no color. All right, and I need to flip through and check, make sure everything is kosher in here. But let's see, and at the back you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 straight lined pages. So in the old planner, in the notes section, you got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 lined pages, 4 dot grid pages, and then some coloring pages. Yes. And then a weird hexagonal thing, and then your contacts. And here there's 8 lined pages, so I'm actually happy because that means I'll get more use out of my notes pages. There's more spaces for me to take notes. I know there are some people who are a little bummed that there isn't dot grid because they're much more dot grid. Actually, Erin Condren thought that might actually help is if we can customize our covers and our spines, we should be able to cover, what's the word I'm thinking of? Customize our notes pages. Because like in some of the notebooks, you can specify dot grid, productivity, or lined. So, I mean, it's only a couple of pages and you could probably upcharge $5 or something to change out those 8 pages. But yeah, add a customization feature so that we can choose what note pages we want in the back. Thought. And then contacts. And then a month, or the 2022 at a glance. So if you want to plan ahead. So that kind of looks like, do I have it? Oh yeah. So here's what it looked like for this planner. There's tons of color and it drives me nuts. And so each thing had 4 little hexagons and then there was a big flop at the bottom. Here, there's just the strip at the top and the same stuff here. And the month names are a little smaller and not bold and a different color of ink. Woohoo! And then we have the back page, which is just kind of like congratulations. And then we have our stickers. So this time, last year, these ones were neutral and silver. This year, they've done probably a variety of foils. Yeah, variety of foils. So we have some hexagons and some flags with gold foil. Habit trackers, headers, dots, and to-dos with rose gold. All the happy birthdays and big boxes. And then the appointment labels with a single strip of silver washi, or silver, which makes me happy because I use these a lot and I like this. It's much more sleek and simple. Then we have the folder, which, yep, same as last year, which I need to pull the stickers out of the back of this one. I think, maybe, I don't know. These can stay in here. They're not hurting anyone. And then the Perpetual Calendar, which I think this is also a really good move for them. So in previous years, the Perpetual Calendar has been themed to whatever the main theme of the year was. So it would be in this layers, but in the colorful layers pattern. And this is just plain with the asterisks and is a really simple Perpetual Calendar. You get one with every life planner, and it has kind of the important holidays, the normal ones and the floating ones. And you can keep track. Now I have a really old one that I have my family's kind of dates to remember in, so I don't use the ones every year, but you can use these as like a gratitude journal or something to that effect. So there's a line for every day, so you can write something for every day. That being said, I am really, really happy with Erin Condren this year. This is the planner I wanted last year and didn't get. I'm still kind of bummed that they decided to keep the 3 notes pages since I don't really use them all, but I will do better this year at trying to figure out how to use them all. And I will definitely film an updated video showing you how I'm going to use this year's notes pages compared to what I currently use the notes pages in the 2021 for. But overall, really think it's a home run. Really happy I'm going back to 12 because I'll have a reasonably sized planner again. Feel kind of bad for wasting the paper, but I can always repurpose the extra pages back here for something else. And all in all, really happy with this year. Highly recommend. There's more customization available this year, and there's a lot of really cool accessories and options for you to play with. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please do remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in another video.